In Lagos, the city that never truly sleeps, where Danfo buses shout through the streets and generators hum into the night, there was a house. Not abandoned, not broken, not scary to look at. In fact, it was beautiful. Cream walls, black iron gate, a balcony with white curtains that danced gently in the evening breeze. And the price? Too cheap. Amaka and Tenny were final year students, tired of crowded hostels, tired of noise, tired of sharing everything. They wanted peace. They found the listing online. 2-bedroom apartment, very affordable. Pay and move in immediately. They didn't ask why it was cheap. In Lagos, when you find something affordable, you grab it before someone else does. The landlord met them outside the compound. He didn't step in. He didn't smile. He didn't even bargain. "Payment first," he said quietly. They paid. He handed them the keys and left, without looking back. For 2 weeks, life was perfect. The house was peaceful. Cool air flowed through the windows. No noise, no strange smell, no strange neighbors. They laughed, cooked together, studied late into the night. It felt like a blessing, until the first midnight. Exactly 2 weeks after they moved in, 12 a.m., the power went out. Not NEPA blackout, because outside, the streetlights were still on. Only their house was dark. The air changed. Cold, heavy, unnatural. Amaka woke up first. She heard it. Footsteps, slow, dragging, upstairs. But there was no upstairs tenant. They lived alone. "Tenny," she whispered. No response. The footsteps continued. Step, drag, step, drag. Then silence. The hallway mirror cracked. Not shattered, just one long line down the middle. And from it, a whisper. Soft, dry. "Leave." Morning came. Everything looked normal. No crack in the mirror, no cold air, no footsteps. They convinced themselves it was stress. Exams were close. Maybe they imagined it. Maybe. 2 weeks later, again, 12 a.m. The lights went off. This time, both girls were awake, waiting. The wardrobe doors opened slowly. Creak. Their phones froze. Exactly 12 a.m. The bathroom tap turned on by itself. Water poured out. But it wasn't clear. It was thick, rusty, smelling like iron. Tenny ran to shut it off. The bathroom door slammed, locked from outside. Amaka screamed. And that's when they heard it clearly. Breathing. Not from one place, from everywhere. The walls, the ceiling, the floor. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The house was breathing. The next morning, they went to ask neighbors. Most refused to talk, but an old woman across the street finally spoke. "That house," she said slowly, "it breathes every 14 days. Years ago, a woman lived there alone. She was accused of witchcraft, of bringing sickness, of causing misfortune. They locked her inside and left her. She died in that house, on the night she was accused, and every 2 weeks, on that same night, she walks." The girls decided to leave before the next cycle. They packed their bags, but something strange began to happen. They would forget. They would wake up, unpacked, as if they never tried. Time felt confused. Days blurred together, and before they realized it, 14 days passed again. 12 a.m. The house went silent. No generator hum, no traffic, no dogs barking, just silence. Then, the walls started expanding, breathing deeper, louder. The ceiling fan stopped mid-spin, and a shadow appeared at their bedroom door. Tall, thin, head tilted at an impossible angle. Its voice cracked like dry wood. "You paid to stay. So stay." The lights exploded. Glass shattered. The breathing stopped. everything went black. Morning came, the gate was below, which was made before and 50. What this point was followed again. Morning came, the western litter, the sheeting together, which was no month. The women wants to helps allowed of it, and follows sleeps again. The gate was below, which was no reason, and longer flowed. Morning came, the western litter that longer hodes and set out of there. This litter, the reasons dead had, sheed was made at them time, and they were developed their way. The biggest point for work, it was breathing. Tall, thin, breathing, to still want there, louder. The breathing people on the breathing was 6. The lights exploded. The gate was came. The gate was still locked from inside. The neighbors said they heard nothing. The police found no sign of struggle. No bodies, no blood, no bags. Just an empty house. Clean, silent, waiting. 2 weeks later, the house was listed again. Very affordable, immediate payment. And someone new came to inspect. Because in Lagos, cheap houses don't stay empty, and some houses are not rented. They choose. If you ever see a house in Lagos that is too beautiful, too quiet, and too cheap, ask yourself one question. Who lived there before you?